Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be walking the Castle Eden walk. Now at the minute we've parked up at this very small car park. We've come down from the north way and you can park on the other side of the road if you wanted to, but this is it here. It's got a lovely little picnic area straight away just from the car park. This walk is roughly 5 miles. I've got the Bernie today with us. So are you going to do it, Mia? 5 mile? Yes. Right, so let's get cracking. Immediately the gate here, this is going to tell you where to go. So we're excited, we've got food to cook. We're going to have a full day out. It's Sunday, there's not a lot to do. So here we go. Coming out of the car park, here are the signs. Now these are the cyclist signs, but it's also going to tell you where to go. Now, if you go this way to the right, that's going to take you towards the blue and yellow bridge, which is highly visible on the main road. We're not going to go that way today though, because we're going to stay on this side. There's your public path sign there, so you know this is okay to walk on. There's some things what you're going to expect. We are heading towards Green Lane Cottages, and that's this way. Nice little track here. Looks like it's been well maintained. Great away, straight away, lovely views. Lovely. Here we are, this is Hurthworthburn Way. I have been on this one before, but not here, it was further up. Here's some more information here.
That's you?
That's that way. But we're not going this way today, we're going to stick on this farm's track here. And we're going to be heading up ways. Sometimes when you're out with the kids, Mia's only 7, so we are doing 5 mile, so you've got to be really patient with the kids. We can't be walking at a normal pace, so you've got to kind of think how they're going to make the most out of this day. So walk slowly with them, be patient, make games up. We've just been playing I Spy for ages there, but we're out now. Mia, what do you like about the outdoors?
Because we was playing I Spy.
And what other things do you like about being out and about?
Because there's lots of flowers.
Lots of flowers, lots of bees, isn't there? Yeah. Nature at its best. No, but just make things interesting. Like today we brought the cooking set and some sausages and eggs and that. It's just something to do halfway around, it breaks it up. So it's not just walk and then back to the car, then we're home. Something to look forward to. And on the way around here, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to see, but I've had lots of people to say to make a video of this walk, so we're here. And that bridge that we're seeing back there, that blue and yellow one, I've passed that like a million times over the years, and I've always thought, oh, what's around this area? So now we're going to have a look. We only live a few miles from here, but I've never walked this way before. It's a short ride down the road, 10 minutes, and we're here. But for anyone that is living around the area, I hope you've watched the video, I hope you've liked it. Remember to subscribe and have a go at doing this walk. Like I said, there's 2 car parks. There's one on this side of the road, as though you're going to Hartlepool, and then when you're coming back, if you're coming back from that way, you can always go down to the roundabout, turn around and go back on the other side. That car park's like 10 times the size of that one there. So there is plenty of space. have a go, get yourself out, bring some bait. We're just walking past Green Lane Cottages now. Looks like an absolute marvellous place. There's the cottages there. Bit of a parkway. It's not a park, mate, that's someone's land. You can't just go in and play, even though it looks absolutely class. This is the cottages here. Lovely house. So here you can turn left, which is going to take you back onto that, the main road area, and it'll take you back onto that old train line. That'll take you up Herburn path. But we've turned right. It's going to take us further up. Now further up here, we're going to go down. We're going to go a bit out of the way from the old medieval site, but we're going to come back round to visit that. So I think it's going to be kind of cool. So keep watching, it'll be great. Coming away from Green Lane Cottages, you're coming down the track here. Now if you were to go straight on, that'll take you to Embleton. But we're going to veer off to the left, which is going to take us to Old Embleton Hall. Just makes the walk a bit further and a bit more things to do. Now at the minute, what a fantastic view of the wind turbines. That looks great. See them, mate, look. Huge. I've always said, imagine being strapped to one of the ends of them. Can you imagine me being strapped to the ends, flying round? That'll be a class little ride, that. Probably just immediately spew up. No, this looks nice. Just got to enjoy these walks. There's no one around. The wind's blowing, we've got a bit of an overcast here. It's lovely. You can hear the wind coming through the cornfields. The smells are unreal. Me's enjoying herself, plodding on. When walking past these wind turbines, I've just said to me, I said, what's that noise? That sounds like an aeroplane. But it's the wind turbines. Doesn't it sound funny, Mia? It does sound like a plane in the air. You can hear like, every time it goes round, it's really loud. I've never heard them. So there's something new. There's loads of them. Right close as well. We're getting a bit away from everything now, so there's not really much around here. But we are heading towards Old Embleton Hall, or whatever it's called. Embleton. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. It's quite a lot of history behind that, but I'll tell you when we get there. Right, we had a bit of a kind of crossroads here, so further up the road, straight up, that's Embleton Old Hall, but from this part, that's all private residence from this bit here. If we were to turn left, that'll take you up to Merton Farm, and then if you keep going that way, that'll take you up to Herworth Reservoir, up that way. But we're going to turn right, and this is going to take us back round towards the circular walk, back to where we first started. So we've probably done about 2 miles now. We're turning right here. Just going to walk through. There's no public signs, which I'm not a big fan of really. I don't like that when there's no public path signs, or even the little yellow markers. But to the left of us here, this is the old house, and it's got some history behind this. So it was first built by a bloke called Thomas Embleton in 1730, and it's been extended around 9 times by different people over the years. It used to be a hotel that used to serve food at lunchtime, and it was quite popular, and it's recently been bought, so it's privately owned again. It was bought about 20 years ago, and it's now a grade listed 2 building. But I bet a few things have happened there over the years. Right, we're on this way now. No signs though, I'm not a big fan of that. Right, so we've come round into the grassy area here, this big grass field. There was no clear way there of where to go. But we've just followed the OS map basically. I'm guessing it was here, but you clearly can't get through. Anyway, so we're back on track now. So we've come round to their back garden almost. There's a bunch of trees here. Might get a good view of the house a bit further along. But now we're heading towards the opening in the tree down here, and then we should veer off to the right. So there is old Embleton Hall. Lovely little place. Right out in the digs. You won't get disturbed out here. There's Mia enjoying herself. But yeah, isn't it nice? So it's nearly 300-year-old, that. Let's continue. This is the problem, you see, with some public rights of way. You just don't know if they've been used for years. Clearly, I think someone's been around here once, but there's no clear path here, like the weeds are everywhere. Hopefully it'll even out on this bit. So this is why sometimes you're going to wear long jumpers, trousers, and it does help you from not getting nettled. Me is in the wild, knocking down all the nettles and weeds with a little stick. That's what you want. It's kind of bad, like. Jesus Christ. Right, let's go. Oh yeah, this is where it opens up now, Mia, look. There we go. So we're heading right here, we're heading back down. But you can see someone's been here a little bit. They have trodden it down slightly. But no, this is going to be a canny, horrible bit of the walk, I think. So we're heading away now from old Embleton Hall, and we're heading towards Tinklers Gill. Straight away, this is all opened up now again. The public path's just now right, but there's no way I'm walking on that. The weeds are as size as me here, if not pretty bigger. So we're going to walk in this field here, and haven't passed no one yet. No one's around. Really quiet. But it is quite out the way, I guess. You know, unless you haven't got maps, you wouldn't know really where to go around here. But I always say in all the videos, get yourself an OS map and you'll be able to find extraordinary places. You know, you just don't know where it's going to lead you one day. We might find something absolutely crazy along here, absolutely class. You just don't know. But we're heading towards, eventually, it's going to be a medieval site. What it says on the OS map. Not entirely sure what it's going to be like, but probably just a bunch of houses. But we'll see, we'll see. So we're at Tinklers Gill now. It's at the edge of this forest, and we're going to be just heading around the farmer's field right next to the forest. And when we get round there, we're almost going to be doing almost like a U-turn around the back end of the forest, and then we're going to be heading towards the moors almost. There's a little moor around the side. Embleton Moor. That's where we're heading to. And then from there it's going to be round to Embleton itself. But we're going to have our dinner soon. We're going to find a nice quiet spot. I mean, it's all quiet, isn't it, really? We haven't seen no one, have we, Mia?
No.
Not a soul?
No.
No one probably even knows we're here, apart from Mum, wouldn't she, your wife? So that's another thing as well. When you're going out on these walks, always tell someone where you're going, just in case anything was to happen. And at least they've got a rough idea where you're going to be. So we've come down there from the forest. Mia's here still. We're coming round now. We're going to head towards Embleton Moor. Butterfly. There's absolutely stacks of little spiders' nests. We're having to walk in the middle of the farmer's tracks here because there's just no... The public footpath's supposed to be there, but it's just non-existent. So, Mia, watch out. Spider's nest there. Let's keep going. You have to have a proper hawk eye around here. I've only just noticed that. Luckily, it was directly on the side of it, but there is a gate just past all these weeds with a public sign on. Now we're going to have our bait round here. We might pop in this forest here and have our lunch. But that's the gate there. I would have never seen that if I didn't have the OS map. Well, you can see that we've come through that gate that was almost non-existent again. But this is lovely. All these wildflowers. Meadow. At least there was a bit of a trail here leading down. Mia's following it. She's now taking point. I'm just giving her directions of where to go. There was a bit of a, there's a sign back there that said there was a diversion. So this is Mia, this side. There's been a bit of a diversion this way. Well, we've found a little spot here. Got all the bait out. We're going to get everything set up ready to cook. Mia's going to be in charge of cooking, aren't you?
Yeah.
She's going to wipe her nose first beforehand. We've got sausages and eggs and bread for our dinner, so sausage and egg sarnies. Got everything we need. I've got the cutest little pan in the world. Mia, pass the pan. Pass the pan. Look at this little pan here. We call this, there's a bit of a story behind this. So we call this a Jimmy pan. And the reason is because we went to this bothy, me and the lads, one night. And there was a stove in there. So we got the stove on, like a fire stove. And it was class. It was massive. You could put your big pans on. So we all whipped out big pans. We were cooking about 4 burgers at once. The lad who we've called Jimmy whips out a pan this size, which was about a quarter the size. Well, yeah, it was funny as hell. So now we call them pans Jimmy pans. Kinda cute. Right, it's raining now as well, but I think it's just going to be a shower. It's just a little bit rain. So let's get set up. Have our dinner. Are you ready for the sound?
Yeah.
Oh. 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 There's a little pan on. Look at that, Mia. What do you think of that? Snot man. Mia's been put in charge of cooking. So she's just buttering the bread. Make sure it's nice and even. That's Mia's first knife that she got. Got it from the shop. Her first knife. Class. Sausages are cooking nice.
Look at them, guys.
It's again, this is a bit like a meadow around here where we are. It's just full of
No one.
insects and butterflies and everything else. And I'm sure there's been deer around here, 100%.
Yeah,
Because there's spots all over where all the grass has been all flattened down. Random spots. Mia, show everyone your dinner. Doesn't that look nice? Got mine on the go now. Apart from I'm going to have sausage and egg sandwiches.
Hi.
Mia didn't want the sandwich or an egg. You stuck with us. Look where we at, man. Well, Mia's had her hot sausages. I'm having mine. Get out and really so-called plate. There's my sausage sandwich. Mia's got the eggs on at the minute. Just waiting for them to cook. It's starting to rain. You know, I bet there's people who's watching this and they'll be thinking, he's mad him. He is Raji. Why would you want to go out in the middle of nowhere, in a meadow or field, moor, and cook your lunch, or brunch should I say. Mia, don't do that. Because this is what you do. If you want to get out there, get away from society and Facebook and tablets and crap. This is what you need to do, isn't it, Mia? Keeps you sane. She's having a good time. The eggs are getting burned. I best flip them. Well, we've had our dinner there. Sausage and egg sandwich. We've packed up. Usual, leave no trace wherever you've been. And continue on. So again, we're just walking through these meadow, I guess, at the minute, until we get to the next bit. We haven't got far to go now. We're more than halfway around the walk. Just a couple of miles, and then we'll be back at the car. Right, we're coming off the moor bit now. There's a gate here, and it was in the far left-hand corner of that field. So we're heading down to Embleton now. And as I said, it says on the map that there's a medieval site there. I don't know, never been, never really seen no history of it. But we'll soon find out, like. Mia, how are you doing?
Good.
There we go, you see, she's enjoying it. It's been a mixture of things, and that's what you want. When you have a mixture of things on the go. It's not just one walk, then it's boring. You know, we've been at like spider webs in the corn, and we were cooking food there. Mia's launched about 3 eggs, so now we can't have scrambled egg in the morning. But she's enjoying it, and that's the main thing. That's my purpose sometimes of a Sunday. Is that what we do? Take her out. Just coming down from that little farm shop back there, humongous house, and it looks like it was huge to start with. Now they get an extension put on. Mint. Bit of a steep incline now, and then we are in Embleton. That'll be it. Then it's a short walk back to the car park. Mia's going to say hello to the horsey. Hello. You alright? Well, Embleton, I can't even say that word anymore. It's just behind us here. We've got a farmhouse there. So we're heading down the track. It's going to take us to Swainston, I think it's called, or the site of Swainston. But my microphone's died again, so if the audio is a bit crap, then I do apologise.
Hi, these are hockey family.
Is it? Some sheep here. Tanks them. So it's bollocks. So we're just walking past Low Swainston farm there. Stay on the track. Now we're heading towards Meadow Swainston farm. It's a nice track, this bit. At least we know where we're going exactly. Dead canny. Right, so we're at the end of the walk now. As you can see here, this is where we started. So you've got Green Lane that way, and you've got Middle Swainston and Low Swainston that way. So you can go either way. Doesn't really matter where you go. But I hope you've enjoyed the video as much as we've enjoyed the walk. Remember, you can watch some more videos in the corner here now at the end. Remember to subscribe there, and we'll see you later on. Right, Mia?
Bye, everybody. Sky, please.
Subscribe. Bye-bye.
Bye.